Hello, it is I, Dr. Brian Lorgon 111, and welcome back to Jelly is Sticky, where last time we opened this up, which gives us access to come over here. So let's check out Finale. Alright. Let's check out what is in the finale, even though there's a few puzzles I have left behind. So it looks like this is the whole thing, and so there's 3 puzzles to get through here. Orange chicken is delicious. So everything is gonna stick to me. How am I ever gonna, like, shear things off? It seems like I need to get, well, there's 7. There's me, and then there's 6 bits. And so, for example, I could do this and be halfway done. But I don't see any way to, like, drop these off. Actually, what if I intentionally burn? Okay, here's an interesting idea. Maybe. What if I... That's not quite what I wanted to do, but, like, the idea was kind of like that, like, burn part things in order to, like, leave the rest just hanging there, but I ended up burning myself, which is, I think, not ideal. So, how else could I imagine doing this? Suppose instead... I don't see a way to do what I want to do. So let's come up with something else. Suppose I had 3 to the north of me. And then I wanted to leave them there. I would have also had to connect something to the side of me, so... I guess I'm thinking of this now. If I do this... No, if I go right, I just end up dropping all of those. I don't shear anything off. And I can only afford to lose one of these because there's 6 of them and 1 of me, which is 7, and I need 6 of them to end up eventually in their spots. Oh, I think I see how it might be done, though. Yes. Okay, I'm having a brainstorm. If I make a U shape, and then I might be able to sacrifice myself and still solve the puzzle. Okay, that's something that I don't think we have ever encountered before, but could plausibly be a mechanic. I cannot do it now because, okay, I see how I have to do this. Do I see how I have to do this? I still can't connect that over there, so how do I... How do I connect these the way I want to? Because I want something to the left of me, something to the right of me, and then 2 above each of those. I see how I would do it. I would connect both of the side pieces first, then grab these both at once, then grab these both at once, and now the question is, if I move up, I will kill myself, but I will also solve the puzzle. So what happens? That is how you do it. Neat. Okay. That's pretty cool. I appreciate how they're sneaking in mechanics that we simply would have never discovered in previous levels, but we're always there. Okay, so I am a piece of strawberry jelly. And I could kill myself. Oh, I don't stick to that, right? Let's maybe not kill myself there yet. I could kill myself in order to free up the coconut. And as a coconut, I could kill myself. Oh, that doesn't free up the... The other guy. Oh, he needs to go upwards, so I just went the wrong way. I could kill myself in order to free up the orange. And as the orange, I could kill myself in order to free up the grape. And as the grape, I can solve the puzzle. Neat. Also now, apparently, I am grape. Well, we solved everything here, right? If I go back, and take a look at this, that is 0, 0 solved. This one is not lighting up white. It just says solved. It's green. White is because I solved all 0 recursive puzzles. Right. Okay. Yeah. And double drop. Okay. Double drop. So I'm orange. How does grape ever end up here? Not immediately clear to me. I suppose... Well, now it's stuck to me. I mean, I can shear it back off, sure. And actually... Suppose I do something with pushing? What is it I'm thinking of? I'm not sure yet. Something like... If I were here... Push that to the left. Oops. I wanted to... that's actually good. I wanted to push this up here. So if I do that, that's bad. So don't do that. So I need to just push that in there. Okay, yeah. And this one... I could do that, but then I'm dead. So they both need to go up. And that does not quite do it. Could I have pushed one of them first? Probably. Yeah, why not? How did I get this one here exactly? I had pushed it all the way up and then pulled it over. Okay, so what if... Oh, but I needed to push it up. And if I was pushing it up, then I can't also push this up. Double drop. This is almost like I need to die twice. I can reset, I can undo, and I can go back. If I go back and then go back in, no, it just restarts. What am I not thinking of here? Not sure. So let's just do some things. So I could push this in here, and now I've solved one of them. That's great. However, I don't think... I can solve this one. Okay, that's all I needed to do. Great. Okay, having unlocked all 3 of those gives me access to certain mechanisms that something. If I pull to the left... Oh, I'm controlling a guy. Be careful. I'm not sure where I'm headed next. Who? So if I go right, those guys die, which I probably don't want. But I don't have a lot of good other opportunities right now. Could I have done something different? Let's ignore the fact that I'm killing those 2 guys for just a moment and just try to see what eventually is happening all around here. There's this. Oh! I see now where I solved something in the right side of the puzzle. I was just trying to get different angles to witness the puzzle. It turns out that that was the solution. Good job, me. Oh, and is this a trophy? You got the normal ending. The actual achievement is called normal ending. Got the normal ending. Oh, and that gives me a credit sequence. I could exit or I could next. Level design. Game engine. Powered by. Cover art and logo. Art assets. Sound effects. I like the sound effects. Music. Translations. Playtesters. Special thanks. Published by Moonarch Studios. Did they make something recently too? Produced by Underrepresented Puzzle Designer Grant by. Huh, neat. I see. Thanks for playing. Okay, escape to exit the credits, I guess? It just puts me back out here. Okay, so if I go back into the game, 197 out of 314 solved. So there's still like 100 puzzles hiding somewhere. I know where a few of them are, but 100 is a lot. What happens if I walk past the trophy and go over here? Difficilis. Presumably this is going to be a difficult area. Alright, this one has the color of strawberry. That seems like a good place to start. Fragaria. We need to unlock a bunch of coconuts so that we can stick them up there. There are 8 of them that we need. Oh, are some of these puzzles going to be exclusive to one another, I'm guessing? Or maybe they're not all going to unlock coconut. Let's start with this one for no good reason. So I'd have to travel down on the left-hand side, right over here, up over here. Let's just kind of do that. We'll come back to that one in a moment. Then I can do this. Now we can come back to this one. However, I'm going to undo my progress over here. So is there a way to redo the progress over there? Or to do something different? Because if I travel back around this way, I undo that bit of progress. So what is the something different that I haven't thought about to do? I could, for example, move up here, but that doesn't seem to do anything for me. Because I think it's still, everything's kind of trapped there. This one is definitely... These two are definitely just kind of extremely trapped there. So if there's anyone with any extra degree of freedom, it appears to be this guy. And so suppose I did this. This is not going to help me because there's nowhere to go, right? Oh, no, I can push him down. But I'm still trapped here. So I don't think being above him helps at all. So the question is... I mean, it seems like I have to be traveling up over here. I have to be traveling right over here. That traps me in this zone. How would I ever be over here to do the 4th block? Sure does not seem possible. From the starting position, were there other things that I failed to observe? Yes. I could do this and this, and that could be very interesting, actually. Is very interesting true, or is it just like mildly interesting? I'm not certain yet, but let's play around with that idea. In terms of moving these blocks around in places that they, quote-unquote, might not have intended to be. So is there a way that I can get this one somewhere more interesting by pressing on it from the top and shearing it off or something? Like suppose I... Suppose I what? I don't know that I can get in there now. I think I didn't want to shear this one off. I'm going to try something. So suppose I shear this one off over here. Make a circle around this way. Come in here. I can push you down there, but can't get you down any farther. But if I brought a block with me, and I had a way to bring this block with me, right? Oh, that one could be dropped off over there. That's also probably interesting. That also means it could be dropped off over here. Which means... not a lot to me just yet. But basically there are more movement possibilities than I have originally appreciated. Which is interesting in and of itself. So how did I get this one, like, north of me at some point? I did that somehow before. It also occurs to me I could also leave that one there. Is that interesting? It may or may not be. Okay, there's a space here that I am exploring, but seems like it's going to take a little bit of time for me to fully appreciate. Okay, here's how I got to the other side of this one. So now my eyes are on the right. But eyes on the right doesn't let me do very much. And I don't think there's a way to get that guy around the corner. In general, can I get any of these, like, around corners? I don't think I can. And in any case, this... okay, so I can swap from left to right of you. And being able to swap from left to right of you maybe means that I can do this cycle on your side differently. And so maybe that is the key important thing or insight or something. So if I get this guy... oh. Is this guy doomed to no longer be back where he is? No, I can do this. Can I do this? Is there a way to break him back off over here? There might not be. Let's imagine that there's not. Okay, so... now I think what I'm seeing... what do I think I'm seeing? I'm not sure. I can leave that guy there. That guy's in the right spot. This guy is the key. Suppose I put him here. That enables me to go north over here without disturbing him, which means I can now... oh, but shearing him off again does that. Okay, so is there a way... could I have left him here? Yes, because I got to the left of him somehow with my eyeballs before. So in order to be to the left of him, I'm currently to the left of him. Great. So if I shear him off this way, then come up here, then shear him off this way, then shear him off this way again. There we go. Okay. I think I saw the interesting bits there and kind of understood them. I would have liked to have understood them more, but we're going to call it good. I need 8. I'm going to go for the 4 2s first and just see if I can solve that to solve this puzzle. Then we can come back and solve the rest. Lane shift. All right, we're going to be doing some shearing. Right. So my eyeballs are in the middle, so I kind of don't want to do the top, but I also don't want to do the back, probably, for the same reason. Yeah, so how would this work? Can I do something, like, completely ridiculous? Yes. Does being ridiculous help me? It's not clear that it does. So I have a problem in the upper left. And so is there a way for me to like shear off that problem and then reattach it differently? I'm starting to have some vague brainstorm. The idea is along the lines of I need to like push my hair down, which involves like shearing it off to the side. Can I move the eyeballs so they're not centered by shearing off more? Yes, the eyeballs are now on top of this, which seems like it's probably going to be interesting somehow. Well, I mean, I kind of just am pushing the lump in the carpet, as it were. If I shear this off, I still can't get around all of that due to the thing to the left of me. So is there a way that I could shear off the thing on the left-hand side of me as well? Don't think so. Yeah, I'm kind of just repeating the same sets of moves here. Oh, I pushed some further in over to the right. That could be useful, actually. Is there a way that I can, like, leave that, yeah, like, sheared off over there, maybe? Maybe. This seems like a type of interesting progress. Like, I can now walk all the way down here. And so now the problem is that one in the bottom right needs to, like, shear back off a different way. But yeah, it's going to be very hard to shear that off at this point. What could I shear off? Stuff from my left. Sure. But that's still never going to help me shear that off because now I've got this whole stair step that kind of prevents any shearing. So I have a feeling I might be stuck-ish. But stuck-ish in an interesting way, because I did manage to get my eyeballs so they're no longer kind of centered in the whole big glob. So I'm going to reset. How do I reason about this? If I could get my eyeballs on the left, that would be nice. But I'm really not sure how that might happen. I sheared off 3. It would be nice if I could move... Oh. That's actually pretty good. That's actually really good, I think. Because I can do this. And this. Bring it back down. I feel like I'm doing things here. No, I was in this position before, but I'm appreciating what's good and bad about this position a lot better. If my eyes were to the left and I moved up, I could grab that stuff and almost scoop it back together. Yeah, okay. But yeah, the location of my eyeballs. The location of my eyeballs. Just everyday phrases. Okay, when I'm here, I can move down. That's one of the ways that I got my eyeballs. Right, moved in a different spot. And then I could grab the scoop. And if my eyeballs were in the top or the middle, like, this is getting pretty close to... Yeah, this is really close, actually. If my eyeballs were in the middle, I think I could finish this. So in order to be able to move the eyeballs... That's an example of moving eyeballs. Now the eyeballs are in the middle. If I want to move the eyeballs again, now the eyeballs are at the top. While the eyeballs were at the top... I think I maybe have it, and it might be easy. So if I just shear off the top, go over here, realign this portion like this, connect them, bring it back down, then this should do it. Yes. Okay. just had to futz around with kind of understanding how the eyeballs were shifting portions of the jelly, and then had the correct insight. Okay, what do we have here? Puzzle piece. I like the name. Okay, let's just try to solve one edge of this, and then the rest of it will solve itself? Question mark. Alright, that was like one edge of it, so can I not just do that 4 times? The problem is the horizontals are going to interact with the verticals or something, maybe? Maybe. Maybe not. So if I just push that out, and then push this back, now I solved the bottom left edge. Okay, for the top, I need to push this up, and then push this back down, and that solved that bit. And then I need to push this here, and that there. Oh, that's where it broke. Okay, so the part where it went bloop, because there was a hole there, did not push back to the left. So I was trying to push this entire column to the left, but there's a hole here, so that entire column does not push to the left. Okay, so I think I understand how I would solve that too. Which is I would need to push that back before. Yeah, I think I know how to solve that too. Okay, so let's start the same way. There is the bottom little jut fixed. Now do I want to do... And that's where I ended up having the problem. Because when I tried to do the rightmost one, I needed to push the top back to the left. And now I can no longer do that because I already have the jut. So before the jut, so basically before I fix things the other way by pushing the rightmost column back upwards, now is the time where I need to push the top row leftwards. So if I just do this, and then do all of the rest of the stuff the same way I was doing it before, then that might solve the puzzle. So the next thing I think I did was the 4th row, which goes this way, and then the 5th row needs to be jutted back this way, and now the whole bottom section of the puzzle is correct. The next thing I think I did was the top. Oh, but it's going to be a different piece of the top. It won't be a different piece of the top after I go ahead and do this to push the 2nd row correctly. And so now to fix the top, I push this down, which was still all connected. And so now I just need to, but now I have the same problem over here. This doesn't push the whole thing down, and so I end up missing one of them over there. But I would be able to push this one back over in the upper right. But now the problem is I pushed a little hole down over here. Okay. Okay. So I kind of moved the lump in the carpet, and I should be able to just, it's the ordering of when I need to do the pushes versus the pushbacks. So let's actually just back up to where that problem was happening. So with this portion of the puzzle, things look like this. And the problem is I need to move this column that I'm highlighting with the mouse up. And that involves pushing this up, but it's also going to bring these up, and I need to bring those back down. And the problem is this one already has a hole gap, so it's not going to be moved back down. So the solution to that is let's get rid of that gap. That doesn't get rid of the gap, does it? No, it does. And then could I put the gap back later? Let's imagine I could. So then if I push this there and push this there, and just take a look at where I'm at. This looks mostly good because I can push this to the right, and now it's looking very mostly good. And now I have... I can't push that one block. Oh yeah, I can. I can push it right here. Yes, I push the one block at the very top to the right, and then over here, I can push this one block to the right, and that is the puzzle solved. There we go. I did the thing. Alright, let's see if we can get another 2 and be able to solve the main puzzle, even if we don't solve all of them. Cave of Wonders. So my eyeballs need to be the third thing because they're the only thing that will be able to move up. So I need all of these connected with the eyeballs as the third thing from the right-hand side. And so, just without thinking too hard about it, where could the eyeballs go? Well, they could go over here and be like completely on the left-hand side, which is not what I want. So how would I get... I guess in order to get a couple of these sheared off over there... How would I get them, like, sheared off over there? Like, if I do something ridiculous... Absolutely ridiculous, I tell you. Like, right now it's just kind of, like, blocked and I can't get in there. Oh, but I left some behind there. Okay, that's useful. So yeah, I want there to be just 2 blocks. This seems pretty plausible. Oops, I wanted some blocks over here. Okay, I'm not doing a good job of explaining my thought process right now, but things are happening. Let's reset the puzzle. Okay, so... I want... I kind of want something like that, but I can't have that right now. Suppose I pull over some blocks. That's actually not awful. This is at least in the vicinity of what I'd like. This is actually pretty good, actually. Because if I drop that one off, and I also drop this one off, and I also drop those off, there we go. Now my eyeballs are where they need to be to get over here. So I kind of solved that portion of the puzzle. And now the problem is that we got these guys who have been left behind. Can they be unleft behind, or is there any way to get them back out? Like, if I push any of the blocks up and down, are they stuck forever? I think they might be stuck forever. I think they might be stuck forever, so I think I can't push those blocks up and down, which is going to make this more difficult. Because there's no way for me to, like, pull on this. Any way I go would just shear it. And if I were pushing from the top, I would end up pulling it on the way back. Okay, so the blocks can never go up and down. That's actually a super useful constraint. And so... I witness I could do this, and I could have one block to the right of me. So I just need to somehow get one more block to the right of me. And so how would that ever happen? I don't know. Does anything useful happen if I do that? No, because they're just going to stick to me on the way back out. So from here, I could do this. Oh, here we go. I think I just solved it. Look at that. Okay. Good for me. Continue. Alright. I didn't do the last step very intentionally, but I did feel like I was reasoning out the constraints of the puzzle, and so I don't feel bad that I stumbled onto it. Okay, so that one is solved. And there are more puzzles inside there, and so that's what we will be returning to next time. I'm going to say, I hope as always, that you all are having a great day, and I will see you again soon with more Jelly is Sticky. For now, bye-bye.